going to record these. So we're on problem set 2.1. Which is on page 32. Why don't we turn the fan on back there so it's not so loud. And I'm going to just skip around a little bit and make sure you are comfortable with some of these. Like the first one in your book is negative 8 and 35/100ths plus a positive 5, which is the same as just plus 5. So whenever you have opposites, it's really what kind of problem? Think about it on the number line, right? If you have the number line, you go all the way down to negative 8.35, and then you're just adding a positive 5, so you're going backwards 5 units. Is your final answer negative or positive? It's negative, right? And basically you're just doing a subtraction problem. You're just taking 8.35 and you're subtracting 5. And it's still negative because you've thought through that number line. And so even though my purple pen here is positive because I know on the number line I'm to the left of 0, my final answer is 3.35. Can you raise your hand if that makes sense? So use the number line for your thinking. Okay? So what I want you to do is look at, it gets a little trickier. Let's look at problem set D. Maybe on your clear view there, try problem set D, and let's have you try all 3 of those problems. Just a quick yes, no. And the question is, when you look at problem set D, they give you 2 little problems. So the first one's easy. And the question is, are these expressions equal or are they not equal? So how about number 1? Are these equal or are they not equal? What do you think? What's this value here? 2, right? And 2, so equal, right? Okay, so what about the second one? You could just take a quick look at them. Are they equal or not equal? So it's 2 2/3, right? Plus negative 5 7/8. And this one is negative 5 7/8. And 2 2/3. Equal or not equal? We don't even need to know the actual answer. They're going to be equal? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, right? Because when you add, it doesn't matter the order you go in. Right? That's why they're asking you that. So they're equal. You don't even need to figure out what they are. So in your homework, if you're asked if something's equal or not equal, make sure you think about it and see, do I really need to do all the work or can I just skip through it? And I should be able to say, yes, these are equal. Okay? So what about the third one? Equal or not equal? Equal, right? So they're just trying to get you to see that when you add, order doesn't matter. Okay? Or subtraction? Subtraction is different, so that's the next thing, right? So more difficult is what happens if you subtract. If I have 3 take away 5 and 5 take away 3, are they equal or not equal? Not equal. So Kyle, you led me right into the next thing. This is a negative 2. This is a positive 2. So subtraction, you can't move there. You have opposite answers, right? So you can't just switch position around. So when you go through your homework tonight, make sure you pay attention to that, when you can move things around and when you can't. In your homework tonight, let's flip to that page, 44 in your book, and just make sure you understand the directions. It should be just picking up from where we left off last week, except for now, you don't need to use a number line, but you can use a number line. So, for example, in your homework, you're going to start with the new ACE problems on pages 44 to 51. You're going to do 1 to 17, and then skip to 60 and go all the way to 64. So just go ahead, when you start these, always copy the problems. So 12 plus a positive 4. They should be really, really simple, most of these. That's going to be 16, circle your answer. Okay, so this is going to be a super quick assignment. There is a little bit of difficulty when you get down to problems 10, 11, and 12 for some of you. Why would that be? I'm not sure if difficulty is the right word, but maybe a little harder. Yeah, Daisy? Because there's fractions, so you have to go all the way back last year, right? And think about how to add fractions. And so, Daisy, what would you do on a problem like this? A little louder? You would? What if I asked you not to do that? What's the second way? I would like to stay in fractions tonight. Yeah, so Emily, what's the common denominator? 6. So you would just multiply this by what, Emily? 2, and so multiply this by 2. So you're going to show your work tonight? Okay, and then this then becomes a new looking problem, 4, 6 plus a negative 1, 6. So the reason I wanted to do this, once your denominators are the same, you just need to think of this as your math problem. Okay, so Evan, what's 4 plus a negative 1?
4 plus a negative 1 is 3.
So you're just going to put 3, and then you have your common denominator. Can I simplify the 7? To what? And then circle your final answer. So tonight's work really should be straightforward. Please make sure you copy each problem. Show common denominator, show simplifying, circle your final answer, and then come back with questions.